Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Tonight we're back here with Nostalgia Critic, and tonight, well, things are about to get a lot weirder, and we just came back from The Shining. This is Donnie Darko. So, no idea what the heck is going on here. It's been a while since I've seen this, to be honest, so I have no idea what to expect from this. But without any further ado, how about we just hop in and learn more about Donnie Darko? Be sure to like, subscribe for more. Hope you enjoy it. Let's check it out.
This episode brought to you by Stamps.com. Why go to the store to get stamps when you can have them printed right at home for your convenience? Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic.
Hi, Critic.
Remember it so you don't have to. Let's talk about Donnie Brasco. That's right, some of Johnny Depp's and Al Pacino's greatest performances. Is that a bunny?
Yes.
I don't remember a bunny in Donnie Brasco. Oh shit, did I order Donnie Darko instead?
You certainly did, and let me tell you why it's the greatest movie ever made.
That's a lot of crap. Let me tell you why this is the most overhyped, pretentious bull tuckus that ever existed.
Nope, I'm not doing this.
What?
What do you mean?
Yeah, why not?
Because Donnie Darko has two very polarizing audiences.
Yeah, just watch, you'll see. I think it's like a
One side
psychological
says it's
horror.
one of the most mind-blowing movies ever made, and the other side says it's the equivalent of American Pie trying to be American Pie. People love to talk about whether or not this is a game changer or just an excuse for artsy kids to say, you just don't get it.
As if we needed more excuses for that.
Yeah, if I don't understand that means it sucks. Like that movie Eraserhead. He was never once at the end of a pencil!
Yeah, that's the
What?
thing. I don't care what the fan bases say, I just want to give my own take.
Fair enough.
So you dress up as fan bases in a video just to say you're not gonna reference us?
Ironically referencing us.
I don't even know what your fan base is like. I have no idea if that's the shit you'd wear. I have no idea if that's the kind of stuff you would say. And frankly, I don't care. I know there's a lot of opinions and theories about this movie, and you're welcome to them. I'm just saying I'm gonna give my report on it, no one else's.
Just seems
Fair
like
call.
a lot of extra editing simply to say you don't care.
You had to take time to find these clothes and
Yeah,
change
the hell?
into them.
Just leave me alone!
Fine, I'm gonna write a million theories as to what this opening meant.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
punch a football. I don't know, whatever my fan base does.
Just go boxing.
Let's take a look at the film that launched a million blog posts. This is Donnie Darko.
Huh. Well, all I can say is this is gonna be weird. Like, geez, that polarizing, huh? Honestly, no clue what the hell I'm getting myself into. So, I hope you guys are in for a while. You know, we're in for a wild ride. How bad? Well, might as well see how crazy it is. Is it mind-blowing, run-of-the-mill, or way too artsy? Shall we see? Let's check out Donnie Darko.
The film opens with a boy knocked out, having apparently tripped on his bike. Ah, the mountains of Minnesota. He gets
he in
back
his
on and
pajamas?
rides on home to his slow-motion family. It ends with a spider and they all bang the girl. Happy reading.
Rude.
I know overreaders are already having a field day with this, but honestly, I'm just wondering what production assistant put that Care Bear sticker there. Yeah, figure out the symbolism behind that one, artist! It's all secretly the origin to Swift-Heart Rabbit. And I'm not gonna lie, this might be one of my favorite, most random opening lines to a movie.
I'm voting for Dukakis.
I just want to help John Lovett's career.
Oof.
Maybe when you have children of your own.
I'm not gonna squeeze one out till I'm like 30.
So you know, in a year,
Eh.
that's Maggie Gyllenhaal as Elizabeth and Jake Gyllenhaal as Donnie, playing the incredibly stretching roles of brother and sister. And it wouldn't be an early 2000s movie without DeVay Chase.
Hey, debate.
Squeeze one out.
Not until 8th grade.
Excuse me.
She'll be well in a well by
by
then.
then.
Maybe you should be the one in therapy, then mom and dad can pay someone $200 an hour to listen to all your
You wanna
thoughts.
tell mom and dad why you stopped taking your medication?
My teacher said this was called shoddy exposition.
Teacher's a commie, honey.
Donnie's
Jeez,
mother tries
that's
to
the
come in to
family?
make him feel better, but his awkward acting continues to rebel.
I don't recognize this person today.
Then why don't you start taking the goddamn pills?
Medication.
Bitch.
Rude.
Fun fact, Tommy Wiseau actually rehearsed that line with him.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Our son just called me a bitch.
Not well, but he did. Actually, in all fairness, most of the acting in this movie is pretty good. As Donnie goes back to taking his medication again, and sure, I guess this is as good a time as any for the date.
Odd.
Watching you.
A voice seems to call to Donnie as he walks outside and encounters DC cinematic reboot of Bugs Bunny.
Kinda does look like a DC Bugs Bunny.
Hours, 42 minutes, 12 seconds.
You know, the Rain Girl's inside. You shouldn't steal her shtick. Elizabeth comes home late, but it turns out she's right in time for shitting her pants.
Okay.
When will Admiral Boom announce his cannon fire? Fire!
Feels like it. Yeesh. What was that?
Because we're artsy, we can just stop the scene right here.
Rude?
Son?
Ben, what are you doing?
Donnie wakes up on a golf course with the end of the world written on his arm. Wow, that sounds like the opening lyric to a Don McLean song.
So, let's stay up the links at night, okay?
And pay no attention to how Patrick Swayze never got rid of his heavenly glow from Ghost. Donnie goes home and finds part of an airplane crashed right into his room, but the rest of the plane is nowhere to be found. This makes the family kind of celebrities, as all the kids talk with them and even share smokes with them.
What happens if you tell Mom and Dad about this, Sam?
They'll put Ariel in the garbage disposal.
Well, that name's just a conflict of interest, seeing how we know what her pet dog did to Ariel. I have a Spirited Away and a Rats joke left. After that, I'm done. Hey!
Well, this is gonna be weird. Also, where did the... What the heck? Huh. Like, I still don't know what's going on here. That's all I'm gonna say. This is getting weird. But I feel like this is only gonna get a lot more weirder. Not sure that's a word, but I'm running with it. Moving along.
Hey, I didn't know David Blaine went to this school.
That's it. Wait, does she believe?
She's just angry because she got voted most likely to be thrown under a bus. Wait a minute, this is an early 2000s movie. Random slow motion to fast motion edit. It was a weird time when editing like your toes controlled the remote was artsy.
What the
I
fuck?
thought Happy Death Day had the weirdest goddamn mascot, but Pug McMahon Nipples here wins this round.
It was as though this plan had been with him all his life.
Drew Barrymore plays random casting choice number 20 as Donnie's teacher. Though to her credit, she did help produce this movie, so it's only fitting she plays a role mocking kids about missing the point of her story.
Why did the children break into Old Misery's house?
They wanted to rob him.
Joni, if you had actually read the short story, which at a whopping 13 pages would have kept you up all night, you would know that the children find a great deal of money.
Yeah, I remember how many kids were made fun of by bullies when they didn't do their homework.
What?
Yet still raised their hand even though they didn't do the assignment?
Donnie Darko?
I have no question. I just wanted to say your name. It sounds cool.
I just registered and they put me in the wrong English class.
You look like you belong here.
Rude.
Can't even think of a joke for that. That's just weird.
Yeah.
Where do I sit?
Sit next to the boy you think is the cutest. Quiet!
Only I may appreciate my childish remarks. Oh, and the teacher's not joking either. She means it, as the girl eyes the boys checking her out, and some
of the girls? Odd.
Joni, get up.
Okay, bye, Johnny.
And immediately fire for her abuse of power. Oh, I mean, she's edgy.
There's edgy,
Back,
there's
Donnie comes
abusive.
across an old lady who's
It's
roaming
abusive.
the streets and constantly checking this one mailbox. She seems to,
Where's
however,
Sparrow?
whisper something in his ear.
Well, what did she say to you?
She kept Masters of the Universe off her resume. Donnie also apparently sees a therapist.
I met
I
a new
mean,
friend.
I was mentioned earlier.
Real or imaginary?
She asked that like he was choosing between sparkling water and distilled.
Eh?
Imaginary.
And he seemed a little too okay with that answer. You know, I think the show did some damage.
I don't
At
think
school,
so,
they
but
watch a video about controlling your fear. You know,
What?
that class.
Fear?
As Donnie has another vision that night.
What the?
Well, now we know what happens when Camilo del Toro does a Nesquik commercial.
My God.
What the heck? Like, okay, I'll be real. Like, controlling the fears, the bunny. What? Also, this school. This whole thing's weird. Like, I got no other thoughts, to be honest, because, oh boy, what else you got?
Is this ever going to stop?
The next day it's reported that school was let out due to a busted water main and general douchebaggery. But it looks like someone's hitting on Donnie's maybe baby.
Maybe.
Told you that you're sexy.
Okay, fair.
I like your boobs.
I'd say that line is terribly written, but coming from a young Seth Rogen, I believe he said
That's
that.
Seth Rogen? Huh.
Do you want to walk me home?
Sure, no problem.
I'll admit I was torn which bird sound effect to put there, so I'll just play them all. So he walks her home and they make awkward small talk.
Donnie Darko. What the hell kind of name is that? It's like some sort of superhero or something.
Or villain.
What makes you think I'm not?
I read comics, I know Mysterio's the bad guy. So that's enough for relationship material as they decide to go out. Afterwards, his therapist recommends hypnosis. She asks about his imaginary rabbit friend, apparently named Frank.
I'd like to hear about your friend Frank.
Oh, he looks so much like
whoa, bro.
Human tits! I love human tits!
What are you doing down there?
Ask everyone in the school to show their penmanship to see if they can find out who graffitied and vandalized the school. Never questioning, couldn't the vandal just fake the handwriting?
Yeah, easy enough.
Donald Darko.
Oh boy.
Okay, tell me I'm not the only one who thought of this when they heard that.
Donald Darko.
But damn it, movie, let's get to what really matters.
Smurfette fucks all the other Smurfs. Why do you think Papa Smurf made her? Papa Smurf didn't create Smurfette. Gargamel did. She was sent in as Gargamel's evil spy.
Your Smurfology is light years beyond my Fraggle studies. He gets another visit from Frank.
Also, what? What were they doing out there in Smurfs? Huh? Okay, hold up. Sorry, but did you see where his hand was going? It was like, yeah, I probably would have done that too. Like, hey, nope, don't do that. Also, who put the Smurfs in there? What? I got nothing else to say about that other than, what the fuck? What else we got?
Francis Bacon's Roger Rabbit, who says he's a time traveler. But his little sister interrupts.
Who are you talking to?
I was just taking my pill, Sam.
Whatever, can you drive me to swim class? In a pool that's filled with rats? I'm sorry, I made a promise and I panicked.
Sounds right.
Returns to school where they teach everything falls into two categories, fear or love. Seriously, what class is this? And big shock, some of the students think this is kind of stupid.
Just place an X on the lifeline in the appropriate place.
You can't
Lifeline,
just
what?
lump everything into these two categories and then just deny everything else.
Be like this movie, which only has awkward and confusing.
Yeah.
He gets in trouble for talking back to his teacher, but he still returns back to school to talk to another teacher about what is known about time travel. The teacher gives him a book that it turns out was written by that crazy lady roaming the streets. Later, the therapist asks what that woman whispered to him.
Donnie, what did Roberta Sparrow say to you?
She said that every living creature on Earth dies alone.
Especially those who do Fortnite dance memes. They really die alone. He said.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like, huh? Also, just pulling this up. Notice how he's wearing a shirt called Triumph. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Like, seriously, fear, love, what? Okay, I'm more worried about what the hell is going on with this town. Like, seriously, what? Also, time travel's really discussed. Like, and also, that first line of Dukakis, like, are they really trying to put, like, these little, like, clues about what the hell's going on here? Because if they are, they're failing miserably. What the hell?
Sits with his dad and friends watching the world's clearest 80s TV when James Cameron suddenly takes over directing. So this is what happens when you eat Lunchables a day after they expire.
If only.
So the fucking bubbles lead him to a closet where he finds a gun. I guess that's fitting, seeing how we're shortly followed by a character we'd all love to shoot.
There's entirely too many young men and women today. They surrender their bodies to the temptation and destruction of drugs, alcohol, and premarital sex.
How much are they paying you to be here?
Excuse me?
A cynical high school student? I was so not prepared for this!
Are you telling us this stuff so we can buy your book? Because I gotta tell you, if you are, that was some of the worst advice I ever heard. Right?
This is an anger prisoner.
Well, as principal, I clearly have no control over this. Are there any movie schools that aren't run by dumbasses? The parents are shocked, but the students cheer. Whatever this was supposed to be, as he hangs out where all media thinks young people hang out, on living room furniture outside.
I've been seeing stuff. Like a lot of really messed up stuff.
Before we have an actual conversation, let's cut away, because no scene in this movie lasts over 2 minutes.
Well, each vessel travels along a vector.
Yeah, it's kind of like cafeteria line editing. Got what you need? Next. Got what you need? Next. Got what you need? Next. Because of this, the pacing always feels a little off. It's less like a movie and more like Mario just jumping from level to level. Except instead of going from the Mushroom Kingdom to underwater, it's philosophy class to science class.
Well, if God controls time...
Yeah, I'm like, what is going on here? Also, notice how he just said God. Are we some kind of weird, like, cult? Like, I don't know, like, this whole thing seems like it's run by a cult. Like, freaking Jim over there is kind of the leader. Like, seriously, the whole Fear, Love timeline, the book, and what he called an anger prisoner? I mean, come on, that has to be a cult. Like, think about it. I mean, not to mention everyone was wearing the exact same thing outside, in the school. Like, think about it. Like, what the heck? Like, I think this whole thing's almost a cult-like situation, isn't it? I don't know, it just feels like it, but...
And then all times pre-decided.
He talks about the past being like traveling through God's channel, but the teacher says he has to stop talking about it.
I'm not going to be able to continue this conversation.
Why?
I could lose my job.
Oh no, tell me this is not a setup for God's Not Dead 4. If your argument's so clear, why are there so many movies about it?
Yeah. Okay, bye. But, what is going on with this weird-ass film? Like, I honestly have nothing else to say, considering, like, I'm barely able to figure out what is happening here. Anyone else? Just... can't think straight. What is going on here? Let's just keep going.
So Donnie, here's a surprise, mopes around for a while until he comes up with an idea with his girlfriend for a project to sell a life-changing product. These are glasses an infant can wear while sleeping that projects peaceful images.
And did you stop and think that maybe infants need darkness? That maybe darkness is part of their natural development?
Boy, are you gonna like the next few decades.
Oh, yeah, true.
It's like putting pictures of Satan.
Is that what you'd show your kids?
Didn't your dad, like, stab your mom?
What?
Might I add to my totally realistic teen dialogue, I like your boobs. The teacher waits a kind 10 seconds before finally stopping
out,
them.
You two.
Get out.
No, wait, I want to see where this goes.
Get out.
As it scars her so much, it gets Donnie to first base. Time to follow that up with the hottest of all date movies, Evil Dead.
I'm surprised he wasn't.
Hey,
I
that reminds me,
dead.
if you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be? But we see who Donnie's really on a date with.
Oh,
and
hey,
damn,
Frank.
she
Welcome
fell
back.
asleep in the first 5 minutes of the movie? I thought For the Love of the Game was the only Sam Raimi film that could do that.
Why are you wearing that stupid bodysuit? Why are you wearing that stupid man suit?
Spoken like a true furry. He takes off his mask to reveal he's really
just
some guy. And he turns the movie screen into a portal.
Burn it to the ground.
Toad Hall has had its last car show.
Okay.
So like any good boyfriend, he leaves his date behind and tries to figure out a way to burn down the house of a motivational speaker. Ooh, you get to choose which title is more symbolic. I'm still trying to figure out the Care Bear. Meanwhile, at the school, we see a production going on of the timeless classic, overly blatant teacher commentary.
Failure is not an option. And Bethany, if you feel the need to vomit up there, just swallow it.
Thank God our schools aren't PC or Sue happy, or else we wouldn't be able to have this totally realistic scene.
Get off the stage, Sharita!
Oh, those jocks.
At recitals?
At dance recitals. Donnie's little sister performs
Sparkle
with her group
motion.
the Dieter faces as he starts burning down the speaker's home. Ooh, he has a painting of Sean Penn and Sylvester Stallone, and somehow it's the
That
exact
looks
same
like David
picture.
Bowie.
And, oh, yeah, his girlfriend slept throughout the whole movie. Damn, those famously comfortable old theater seats. The flyer reveals,
I wish.
though, that the speaker had a kiddie porn dungeon. And yes, those are the exact words the news anchor uses.
What has been referred to as a kiddie porn dungeon.
And is arrested the following day.
Dad plays golf with that guy.
When he said his balls weren't clean, I didn't.
I'm still believing
While
God.
Barrymore is getting fired from her job. Probably because she's an awful teacher.
We don't think the methods you've undertaken here are appropriate.
What exactly about my methods do you find inappropriate?
Okay, we saw 2 minutes of your teaching. It was like putting a fire me sign on your back.
And
We are
sue
losing
Target.
them
Why
to
not?
apathy, prescribed nonsense. They are slipping away.
Why can't you just judge them on entry and force them to sit where their hormones desire? She takes the news pretty well. This is why
This
you're
is why
fired.
you were fired.
However, the teacher defending the pedophile can stay. Figure that one out.
It's obviously some kind of conspiracy to destroy an innocent man.
She asked Donnie's mother to drive the girls to the dance competition, and as one note cartoony this character is, I do admit I get a laugh out of this line.
Sometimes I doubt your commitment to sparkle motion.
With all the obsessing over Donnie Darko, how has this line not been turned into a bigger deal? Oh, it has.
Oh, there it is.
Like,
Sparkle
a
motion.
lot. I apologize, Internet. I should not have doubted you on this.
Yeah, and also, yeah, I'm with you. Like, seriously? Dudes, but like that girl who was defending a guy with a kiddie porn dungeon, like, again, that's what the movie said. She gets the job, but the girl that, well, practically did not a whole lot gets fired. Like, really? Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure that Donnie's mom must be a good friend. Otherwise, if someone said that to me about him being an innocent man, I'd be like, you're crazy. Telling the principal. Bye, bitch. Yeah, hey, principal, you know that teacher aide? Yeah, she said she supports the pedo. You might want to fire her before you get, something bad. Just saying, like, what? What are you doing? Ay, caramba. And I think Drew Barrymore's character is the only sane one here. Like, what? I mean, seriously, did we not see a scene that someone said fear and happy? Like, a timeline, fear and... Really? What is up with this place?
While Barrymore exits her job gracefully.
As she wishes.
While Donnie, I guess, tries to do something kind.
I promise that one day, everything's gonna be better for you.
Shut up!
Well, that was unexpected. Totally justified, but unexpected. He undergoes hypnosis again and admits to burning down the speaker's house and also admitting that the bunny told him to do it. How could I say that sentence without this being a comedy?
I can see it right now!
What, he turned into a California raisin there? What was up with the stop motion movement? Human tits!
Welcome back.
Parents out of town, Donnie and Elizabeth throw a Halloween party, but Donnie's girlfriend shows up saying her mom's gone.
You call the cops?
Yeah, it said I should leave the house and that I should go to a safe place.
Don't listen to her, man. She fell asleep during Evil Dead. She is not to be trusted!
I guess some people are just born with tragedy in their blood.
Okay.
Okay, the proper reaction to have being kissed on that line is the same Jenna Fisher had in Blades of Glory. But as Donnie
I'm like,
going
what the
wild
fuck?
as Liquidator Schlong leads the way once more. That's the twist.
What
He
is
was an anime character the whole time. I bet this is a spin-off. The Boy Who Leapt Through Time. I gotta get out here before someone makes a meme out of that scene I just did. Oh god, it's too late! He feels like he's running out of time, but suddenly the bullies from before show up, threatening their lives. Guess I
homicide
missed
now?
the part where they went from name-calling to multiple homicide.
Boy.
Yeah, that escalated quickly.
Dad!
Why would you...
Get the hell out of here now! Yeah, great. Wear pantyhose so nobody can recognize you and then take them off to tell a witness to go away. You're the kind of idiots who would rob your own house. A car steers off the road distracted by the roaming old lady and ends up hitting the girlfriend. Donnie feels terrible because he actually put a letter in the mailbox that the old lady was getting, and it looks like the driver is, guess who, Demonic Thumper.
AKA Frank.
What were you guys doing in the middle of the road, huh? What are you thinking?
You're like my dad flying over the wrong crop. Wait, I have another Independence Day joke. Okay, so you can kind of see where this is going. Emphasis on kinda. As Donnie gets up the next morning and sees the sky is one big clogged toilet. The sky potty takes the engine of his mother and sister's flight back in time and seemingly himself as well, placing him back in his room when the engine crashes, thus killing him. Get it? Trust me, it's okay if you don't.
What happened?
Got smushed by a jet engine.
What was his name?
Donnie Darko.
No, really, what was his name? The girl waves, the mother waves, the little boy waves. And everyone sighs that at least it made more sense than the Langoliers. So there you go, Donnie Darko, hokey and awkward or strange and insightful? Yes.
I don't know, I'm thinking the former.
There's two sides constantly in battle with each other. One is the actual story and characters. Most of them are either unrealistic, random, boring, over the top, or distractingly silly. The story as well just jumps from scene to scene, never really feeling like an organic flowing narrative. I guess you could argue that's part of the idea, but it comes across less like planned chaos and more like clumsy filmmaking. The other side, though, are the concepts and ideas. The film gives you enough pieces of philosophy, science, and surreal imagery, but still leaves it vague enough that you can put the pieces together however you want. There's certainly elements of classic science fiction and psychology. You could even argue a lot of religious martyrism. So on the one hand, it is very thought-provoking and can open up interesting points of view on various ways people can be lost while thinking they're found. The only openly lost character seems to be the link to all these people, ideas, and even science that all seem to be very solid in belief but compromised in practice. But you have to get through characters that don't always talk how people talk or do what people do. Were they intended to be that way? Possibly, but that can not only be hugely distracting, it can also be very unrelatable, which I think we're supposed to, in some way or another, relate to these characters. So it's tricky. I recommend it for the seeds of ideas it grows in one's mind and the somewhat abstract way they present them, but I do so with the understanding that you're gonna get some clumsy moments that don't always add up. So, I guess I like it when it's not supposed to make sense, and dislike it when it's supposed to make sense. A weird conclusion, but would you expect anything else from a weird movie?
This is one weird-ass movie.
I'm a nostalgia critic, I remember it, so you don't have to.
I like your boobs.
I got nothing else to say to this. I'm just still confused, like, what was going on? Was anyone else able to follow that? Like, yeesh. And anyway, there you go. Donnie Darko. I think I need a breather from that. Hey, caramba. Well, until next time, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys for the next one. Good night.